I was tagged in the All About Eyes tag by Pauline from Asian Homie 101, and I've been thinking about how I can make my videos more interactive and more entertaining, and it's mostly because I find it odd to speak into a camera. But I had dinner with someone who worked at the Edmonton CBC News, and they said all I have to do is pretend there's some people inside the camera. And watching John Green's video clips on YouTube from Crash Course, he always starts his videos with "Hi Hank" or "Hello Hank," which is his brother. So I'm going to try doing something like that just so I can make myself feel less awkward about talking into a camera. The only eye cream I use is the Eye Slicks from Indeed Labs. I don't really think eye creams are that big a deal, and for now I don't have a lot of wrinkles and a lot of puffiness, but I do find that when I do get puffy eyes, this really does the trick. I just dab a little under my eyes and around, and I really feel like it sucks in my eyes, my eye puffiness for some reason. It really just feels like the skin is more firm, and so I feel like that's actually doing something. It's supposed to help with dark circles too, but it does not. It does a great job at depuffing minor eye puffiness though. I find for a lot of basics I only ever need one, and once I find the one, I don't need to have multiples of the same thing or different kinds of the same thing. And concealer is one of those items where I only ever need one. I've been using the Makeup Forever Full Cover for ever, really, since I've started using makeup. This has been the only concealer and under eye concealer I have ever used. I do find that it is a bit thick to use under the eyes, and it has been suggested to me to mix a little bit of cream or moisturizer in it to kind of thin it out a little. The thickness does cause you to tug at the eyes sometimes, but I don't really care, I guess, which, you know, when I'm 80 and I have major eye wrinkles, then I'll probably be shaking my fists at why I didn't mix this in with some cream, but there you go. Another, the one, I guess, product I have only ever used, the Makeup Forever Eyebrow Pencil in number 4 for my brows. It was the first thing that I ever tried out, and I've stuck with it since. In fact, this is the first one I've gotten, so until I finish it, I don't really see myself trying anything new. The eyeshadow primer that I'm currently using is the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I've only ever tried the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and that was fine and good. I've had it for about a year and a half or so, but I started finding that when I put it on the eyes, it sort of got chunky and didn't spread as evenly. And who knows, that this could happen with the NARS primer as well. I haven't had it for a year, though it is approaching a year. But I find that I like the translucency once it goes on. It smooths on quite easily. I haven't had any chunkiness or any gumminess from the product. And the little doe foot applicator makes it really easy to just swipe over the eyelids. So for my favorite eyeshadow palette is the Too Faced, I think it's called the Natural or the Neutral Eye. I've deboxed it into this said palette, and it has 3 matte shades, 3 sort of rosy gold shades, and 3 more shimmery chocolatey shades. I find that the rose gold here, this color in Push Up, makes you look instantly put together. It's just the perfect color, and unfortunately it only comes in this palette, and I haven't found a suitable dupe for it. There are colors that are similar, but not quite that one, and I'm almost contemplating, you know, if I do use this up, maybe buying the whole box again, because I use this all the time. And I know that's crazy to buy the whole box just for one shadow, but I seriously love this color, and I've been trying my best to not use it as much so that I can kind of preserve it, which is kind of strange, right? But there you go. So the eye makeup remover I've been using consistently since I've started using makeup has been the L'Oreal Gentle Makeup Remover Eyes and Lips Waterproof. I find it necessary to have a waterproof formula just because I do favor waterproof eye products. And though there has been a lot of hubbub about the, the Bioderma, I forget the exact name, but you know the exact product that I'm talking about probably. I did have a little trial sample of it, thinking that it would be so great that I would end up switching to that, but it didn't take off any of my waterproof makeup that well. So seeing as how I do use waterproof makeup, this L'Oreal product has been my go-to. I don't have my favorite mascara on me right now, but it's the Fairy Drops Platinum Waterproof. It's in a pink tube with hot pink writing, I guess. And I didn't really care too much about mascaras. I mean, the majority of mascaras I've tried have given me a very natural look. They haven't really lengthened, they haven't really volumized, but that one, when I tried it on, I was like, whoa, these fibers connect onto your lashes and they extend your lashes so long. It did a great job volumizing, and I felt like I had the most glamorous lashes ever when I was using that product. And for me, the standout pencil liner has been the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On Pencil in Demolition. I normally don't get too excited about non-color and more neutral pencils, but I have found this to be an amazing thing to have in my makeup collection. I'm always reaching for this matte brown. It goes with everything that you could possibly wear. It's a neutral shade, you really can't go wrong. If you are starting out, I would definitely suggest getting the color in Demolition, and maybe even not getting a black, because sometimes black can be too harsh. Unless you like that look, which, you know, go ahead and get Perversion. As for gel liners, I've been consistently using my MAC Black Track, and yes, it does sort of dry out. I can see inside the little bottle here that the cake of gel eyeliner has cracked down the middle, but it isn't too stiff, and I know I can just pop it into the microwave and it'll melt up and be fine again. It is very black. I use it for whenever I want like a really sexy cat eye or something really more intense. I will do a gel liner in black with the MAC Black Track. Picking a single eyeshadow to be my favorite is sort of really hard. The whole reason I got into makeup, or the thing that spurred on my makeup, I guess, love, is eyeshadow. So I have quite a few, not a whole bunch compared to some of the other beauty gurus or whatever that are out there. So picking one is like, are you kidding me? I have to pick one? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna put this into categories just because I can't pick one. If I had to pick a ridiculous color that I don't often use but I love so much, it would definitely be Makeup Forever in number 92. This matte bright purple is amazing, and you can use it for a smoky eye, and it works surprisingly well if you mix it with a neutral like Wet n Wild's Nutty or MAC's Satin Taupe, which are dupes for each other. But you know, I just can never see myself slapping this whole purple thing on my eyelids and just going to work. So it's going to be like, you know, in the outer V or maybe as a crease, but never all over the lid. Maybe if I'm going out, but since I'm granny, I never go out super late at night anyways. If I had to pick the best all over lid color, I would say it has been, and this is hard. Let's go with MAC's Doubling. I was looking for a sort of feminine soft pink, and I tried a few from MAC's, and Doubling has been a staple for me for a while now. It works great all over the lid and with a brown, again nutty, brown in the V or in the crease, and maybe with a matte highlight over, under your eyebrow. And since I keep mentioning it, I do have to say Wet n Wild's Nutty would be a great color in general just to pick up. This is like $2.50 from Walmart or the drugstore. It works great as a crease color. It works great to blend other colors if you find that they are way too intense, and it's great over the lid too. When I picked this up, I really didn't care for it, but I do find that I reach for it quite often to sort of soften looks up or just make a look work better. So even though it might not be the most glamorous shade, like it's not a vibrant blue or an amazing green, it is something you definitely will find useful in your kit, especially for the price. So I don't actually wear sunglasses because I need prescription lenses, and to put prescription lenses into a pair of sunglasses is typically quite expensive, or it would make the frame so heavy that they would just droop off my face. But when I did have a lesser prescription around high school, I thought I was the coolest thing when I had these blue clip-on sunglasses on my frames, which looking back was not altogether a good look. And if I just had rounded lenses, I would have totally fit in with the 60s, 70s flower child movement. I still have that pair. They're in Vancouver somewhere. The prescription of the lenses don't work anymore, obviously, and I don't think I'll be slapping those on anytime soon and just like walking out the door with these super blue clip-ons. I do have a pair of Ray-Ban tortoise shell frame sunglasses, but since they don't have prescription lenses and I don't like wearing contacts, I never reach for them. So why did I buy them? I'm not entirely sure, but they were a good price, and I thought, you know, maybe one day I will wear contact lenses again, and maybe one day when I do wear contact lenses again, I will reach for those sunglasses. So here's to hoping. It's the first day of 2014 when I'm filming this, so maybe I'll get back into contacts, who knows. So those are all my answers for the All About Eyes tag. Thank you so much, Pauline, for tagging me. I will include the individuals I will tag in the description bar below, and I'll see you in the next video.